clay's flying, engines blowing full. Side by side, leaning into the fight, chasing that checkered flag at night. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust. Ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. British steel, we're tough as nails. One lap closer, bringing trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back. Got blood in the gears, fuel in the veins, working all week just to feel this strain. On the edge, we don't play it safe. Running that wall, we're hitting the brakes. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust. Ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. British steel, we're tough as nails. One lap closer, bringing trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back.
What's up, everybody? I see you out there saying, go Kenny. Let me go ahead and get this race on as these guys are out on the track getting ready for qualifying here tonight. Right now it is going to be Landon Moody at the top of the charts. No surprise there. We got Ethan Bowers back this week. Remington James with some quick laps here. Currently in the number 2 spot. Michelle Cherry in the number 3 position. Ethan Bowers in 4th, and Brayton K in that number 5 spot. Getting ready for tonight's racing as these guys pull out onto the track. That's my brother from another mother, right? Oh, trouble. Oh my God, Turtle. He killed him. All right, we're getting ready for tonight's race as these guys are out on the track having a little bit of fun getting ready. Are you guys ready for the ARCA Clay Clash here tonight? It is race number 7 on the season. Landon Moody has dominated so far. But we got Ethan Bowers back. It will be a close points battle between Ethan Bowers and it's Brian. Oh, okay, what's up, Brian? Ethan Bowers going to be trying to chase down Landon Moody for that points champion. He's got the best opportunity, but he's got to show up the rest of the season. There are 3 drop weeks. That is an advantage for him. We have checked the points with the drop weeks, and it is super close for those two. And let's see, who do we got out on the track right now? Looks like Landon Moody out there doing some laps still in that number 84. We got about 2.5 minutes left here in practice as we get ready for qualifying. Right now, everybody is going to make it unless we get some more people to jump in. Looks like we got 15 cars. Let's see if we got anybody new jumping into the session. Looks like one person might have left, maybe. Yeah, that person left. So we are going to have 14 cars for tonight's race. Honestly, a small track, great field. We definitely have some people that have raced together. A lot of different skill levels. Could make it interesting here tonight. Hold on, just setting up a few things real quick. All right, so Braden's going to go to the top of the charts. How about that in the number 28? He's been fast, starting to make some noise here, and he's got a good lap going in that number 28. Watch for him to put down some speed here tonight. I was thinking low 1 and 2, maybe push out a little bit like that. And then middle of 3 and 4. I think that is going to be the fast lines. Looks like Braden's going to come down, cut down out of turn number 4. Nope, he keeps it high as he comes across the line. Still putting down some good laps in that 28K. All right, let's see. What do we got going on? Anybody new jumping into the session? Looks like nobody new yet. Let's see. I thought we were going to get Raging Ray out here tonight, but it doesn't look like he is going to make it in here yet. as these guys get ready to roll into qualifying here in about a minute and a half. Let's see. We got Quentin out there, as Quentin has definitely been picking up the pace. He is currently 6th quickest. Ethan Bowers trying to find some speed in that 00. Got a couple 00s out there tonight. Because we got Bowers back, so we'll have Bowers and we will have Bowers and Zach Lovelace both in the 00 here tonight. As these guys are going to get out of the track, getting ready for qualifying here tonight. Who is going to be our first one to jump out on the track? Looks like Aaron Raymond going to jump out on the track first. We're going to go ahead and switch this over to quick time. So Aaron Raymond jumping out there first. Keith Chandler will jump out there also. So we got a couple cars out on the track. Aaron Raymond out there in that number 16. He is a late arrival here tonight. Did we get anybody else? Are we going to end up with heats in a Concy? It looks like Cameron Jacobs is coming into the session. So Cameron is not in here yet, but Cameron is going to come in. We might end up with an LCQ. Is Aaron Raymond going to go out there with a 15.893? We're going to go ahead and change this up a little bit so I can see. You can't see what I'm doing right now, but I know what I'm doing. Yo, Kenny. You got Brian Mack over on YouTube. So Aaron out there with a 15.873. Reminder, guys, you got 3 laps. 3 laps. Got Jonathan Burt out on the track in the number 6 Hello Kitty machine. Looking to see what he's able to do here tonight. Kenny Storkson out there. Oh, yeah, we are going to probably end up with an LCQ. Looks like we got some more late arrivals. As Jonathan Burke going to go out there with a 16.570. What the hell is a 19.656, Clint? You're going to need to step up the pace a little bit. Landon Moody, our points leader, out on the track right now in the number 84. Let's see if he's able to take that quick time as he comes out of turn at number 4 down the front straightaway. He's going to go 4th quick with a 15.6963. Where did Ethan Bowers going to be a little bit quicker with a 884, currently 2nd on the boards. Ethan Bowers goes quick time with a 15.871. So Ethan Bowers to the top of the charts. Here comes the quickest one in practice tonight, or one of the quickest ones in practice tonight. It is going to be Remington James. I think that Brayton was the quickest, but he is 4th quick on the boards. Moody currently 3rd quick. Remington's going to be out there with a 15.994. He's going to go ahead and pull in. I think he's going to go out with some fresh tires and do another lap here. Braden Ward, what's up, buddy? All right, so Remington out on the track right now, going for his final qualifying attempt. Let's see if he's able to pick up the pace any. Aaron Raymond currently staying in that number 2 spot. Ethan Bowers on the pole, taking those bonus points away from Landon Moody. And Remington James does not have enough time to put down his 3rd and final lap. That's what he gets for waiting. All right, let's get ready for heat race number 1 as these guys are out on the track. We're going to go ahead and do this back to gap, and we'll talk about tonight's starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 1, it's going to be the 00 of Ethan Bowers. Outside of him, in the number 84, it is going to be Landon Moody. Starting inside, this is a hell of a heat race. Inside row number 2, it's going to be the number 36 of Remington James. Outside of him, in the 00, it is going to be Zach Lovelace. Starting inside, row number 3 in the number 11 machine, it's going to be Quinton Johnson. Outside of him, in the number 6 machine, it's going to be Jonathan Burt. Then rounding out the field here tonight, it is going to be the number 55 of Cameron Jacobs. We're going to be looking for that green flag. All right, guys, for those of you that haven't been here, initial start will be on green, or all starts will be on leader. Sorry, all starts on leader. Forgot what series I was doing here. Biggest thing here, guys, is chat. There are no cautions in the heats, by the way. Biggest thing is chat. If you do say something, I don't care if you have a problem with someone, but keep it at one and done. Green flag is out as they come out of turn 4. Remington's going to go around. A little bit of contact causing Remington around in that number 36. Here comes Moody looking up underneath Bowers. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Moody down low. Bowers going to hold the outside and the lead out of turn number 4. He's going to lead lap number 1. So Bowers leads the way. Moody in second. Lovelace in that number 3 spot. Lovelace has got to feel good about staying with those guys. He knows how much more experienced those guys are than him on dirt, and he's able to stay pace with them as they come out of turn number 4. Little too much rotation for Lovelace there. Here comes Moody back to the bottom of Bowers. Almost makes contact with Bowers as Bowers comes out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, Moody trying to stalk his prey into turn number 3 and 4. Loses a lot of ground. And here comes Lovelace closing on on his tail as we got 3 laps complete. Remington back out there in that number 36. I just realized that I wasn't on race control when I did my driver's meeting. All right, so we're going to go back out here. Bowers leads the way. Cameron Jacobs going to have some issues, goes around. Remington's going to get around him, getting that final guaranteed transfer spot. As here comes Bowers out of turn number 4. He's going to get that 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Only here because of beer. What's up? What's up? What's up, Robert? What's up, buddy? Bowers going to continue to lead Moody in that number 2 spot. Bowers trying to maximize his points here. He's going to have to do that all season long because Landon Moody certainly has. As Bowers misses 1 and 2. Oh, Cameron Jacobs in the wall. Leaders go around. So Cameron struggling with the handling of that number 55. He did not get any practice, and that is hurting him right now as we move back up to the front. Bowers continues to lead. Moody in second, Lovelace in third as they come out of turn number 2, looking for the checkered flag. This time by give the win to Ethan Bowers in heat race number 1. Landon Moody second, Lovelace, Quentin Johnson, Jonathan Burt, and Remington James going to round out the field. All right, guys, I realized I was muted, or I was on all teams for the drivers meeting. Just a heads up, guys, all starts will be on leader. Biggest thing, guys, is chat. I don't care if you have a problem with somebody and want to mic up and tell them they're a fucking moron, but leave it at 1 and done. If you do keep it going, chances are you will be removed. Obviously, no straight lining or anything dumb like that. Accidents do happen. A lot of different skill levels here. And, man, these things aren't easy to drive. So people are going to make a mistake. Be aware of that. And try and have some fun. We do. This is a points race. If this is your first time here, some of these guys are running for a championship, so be courteous. We are in week number 7, but you guys are all welcome to race. And make sure you guys give the stream a follow, a like, and a share over at MDiTV now, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. All right, back up to the front. Looking at that starting grid, it is going to be the number 16 of Aaron Raymond starting on the pole here tonight. Outside of him, in the number 28, it's going to be BK. Starting inside row number 2 here tonight. In that number 45 machine is going to be Keith Chandler. Outside of him, in the number 26, it's going to be Michelle Cherry. Starting inside row number 3, it's going to be the 54 of Kenny Storkson. Outside of him, in the number 69, it's going to be Clint Sheehan. Then rounding out the field here tonight, in the number 82, it's going to be Parker Lindman. Outside of him, in the 115, it's going to be Keelan Tate as the green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Clint's going to have issues already, and he is already around and off the track. As we move back up to the front, it is going to be Aaron Raymond leading the field, Brayton in second, Cherry in third, Chandler in fourth. I don't know why my SDK is messed up. Let's make sure this is right here. All right, it's got it right on here. My SDK has got to update for some reason. As Aaron continues to lead, Brayton in second, Cherry in third, Storkson in a fourth. Here comes Keefe up underneath them. Can't quite get there. He's going to try out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Looking right now like this track is starting to slick out a little bit. Sun may be playing a role for some of these drivers as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. This is a wild battle right here. Wild battle for that number 4 spot as Kenny's going to hold it. Keep trying to reel him in that number 45. Oh, we got a battle up here starting to brew. No, that is going to be Clint going a lap down as Aaron continues to lead. Out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. 3 laps to go. Let's go back to the battle right here. Kenny going to continue to lead that battle in the number 4 spot. Makes a little contact with Clint. Clint up the track. Keith not able to get in the throttle. And Storkson going to keep the position as they head into turn number 3 and 4. 2 laps to go for our leader. I'll tell you what, Brayton is starting to find some speed down on that bottom side, closing the gap on the leader with 2 laps to go as they head into turn number 3 and 4. We're going to get that white flag this time by 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go as they come across the line. Brayton real good in 1 and 2, struggling in 3 and 4 here tonight. He lost all that ground. He gained in 1 and 2 last time, and now he's going to dive it down up on the berm 3 and 4. It's going to be Aaron Raymond with the win. Brayton in second, Cherry third, Storkson, Chandler, Linderman, Tate, and Sheehan rounding out the field. Hey, Clint, you can't park there. Can't park there, Clint. I think he's got to finish this lap. I don't know. Maybe he crossed the line. Oh, Keelan just crossed the line. All right, so we are probably going to end up with an LCQ here. I think everybody that's in the server is going to make it. This is the ARCA Clay Clash. It isn't open hosted, so... Oh, we are going right into the feature. Everybody's going to make it. Let's get ready for tonight's starting lineup. I thought it was going to give us a county. What a pleasant surprise. Starting on the pole here tonight, in that 00, it is going to be Ethan Bowers. Outside of him, in the number 16, it's going to be Aaron Raymond. Starting inside, row number 2, in the number 84 machine, it's going to be Landon Moody. Outside of him, in the number 28, is going to be Brayton Kajewski. Starting inside, row number 3, in the other 00, it's going to be Zach Lovelace. Outside of him, in the number 26, it's going to be Michelle Cherry. Starting inside, row number 4, in that number 11 machine, it's going to be Quentin Johnson. Outside of him, in the number 54, it's going to be Kenny Storkson. Starting inside, row number 5, in that number 6 machine, it's going to be Jonathan Burt. Outside of him, in the number 45, it's going to be Keith Chandler. Starting inside, row number 6, in that number 36 machine, it's going to be Remington James. Outside of him, in the 115, it's going to be Keelan Tate. Then rounding out the field here tonight, in that 7th and final row, it is going to be Cameron Jacobs on the inside row, in that number 55, on the inside, in the number 55. Outside of him, in the 69, it's going to be Clint Sheehan as the green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be Ethan Bowers leading the way down the back straightaway, but he's got company. Here comes the 16 of Aaron Raymond. Oh, caution out already as Keelan Tate and Clint Sheehan going to have some issues at the back of the pack. Let's go see what happened here. Remington gets loose. I was like, oh, there's a stack up. Remington gets in the back. Oh, that is unfortunate. Oh, Clint, how did you not see that? What's up, Joe? How you doing? How you doing, bud?
For all seriousness, I don't know how not to be in your way right now.
All right, so caution flag number 1 in the books now.
So I want to get out of your way, but I don't know where to go.
As they come down the back straightaway.
Okay, man, just run your right, buddy.
Who's it going to be here tonight? Can Ethan Johnson hold on? We'll see if anybody hits pit road. Doesn't look like anybody is going to hit pit road. And it does look like we are going green flag racing this time by as they stack them up 2 by 2. Ethan Bowers leads the way. Aaron Raymond on the outside as they come down the back straightaway. We are looking for the green flag once again as they head into turn number 3 and 4. When will Bowers fire off? Oh, they are giving each other no room. Green flag is out. Oh, Bowers might have gone a little bit too soon for him. Not able to rotate that car as he's still side by side with Raymond into 1 and 2. He's going to slide up. Raymond has no choice but to brake. And Brayton's going to take advantage. Dives up underneath him into turn number 1 and 2. Or sorry, we're 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. It's going to be Bowers leading the way. These guys struggling a little bit back here. It is so tight. Ultra hard to drive. Yeah, I know, Peter. He's not. He deleted everything. I know Peter Neuter. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, going to be Bowers leading the way. Aaron Raymond in second, Brayton in third. Here comes Moody, our points leader in that number 4 spot. Nowhere to go as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway as Moody's going to jump up to the outside into turn number 3 and 4. Brayton trying to get the bottom side to work. That's not going to work at 3 and 4. He's going to lose a spot as they head into 1 and 2. Here comes Cherry up underneath Brayton. A little bit of contact pushes Brayton up the track. I don't think Brayton's going to hate that as they head into turn number 3 and 4. It's happened multiple times. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, it is going to be Bowers continuing to lead the way. Battles for second on back as Moody is up underneath Raymond. They're going to make contact out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Slide job by Moody. Parks it on Raymond's nose. Raymond had to back out of it. And BK into the back of Raymond. Almost a big stack up there. They're going to stay nose to tail out of turn number 2. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Bowers going to continue to lead the way. Oh, Raymond's going to push Moody up the track. Moody not going to have it. He's going to stay in the gas. They're going to be side by side. Caution flag comes out. Caution flag number 2 out on the track. Let's go see what happened. Looks like Cameron Jacob going to get caught up in this one. Him and Tate. Oh, Tate's going to get in the wall. Cameron... they just come together in the corner. Just these guys trying to get it figured out. John, thank you for the follow. But yeah, I've known Peter for 5 years probably now, so yeah, I know all about SLR. I don't know anything about NLR. What the hell is NLR? Who is that?
Ethan on the inside.
All right, so we are working the caution flag here once again. We should get that one to go this time by. Nick Moley. I've heard the name. I don't know a lot about him. As we get him stacked up 2 by 2. Looking for the green flag this time by. It is going to be Bowers and Moody now on that front row. Thank you for the follow. It is Glick. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Couldn't read the fancy writing. As they come out of turn number 2 side by side. Can Moody get a good start on that outside? If I was Bowers in the 00B, I would probably wait a little bit longer to go this time. It didn't work last time. Oh, he's higher this time. Moody gave him room on the gas. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway. It is going to be Bowers leading the way. They're going to stack it up behind him. Michelle Cherry trying to toss it up in there into the door of BK. BK able to hold on to it. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Great battling here. How about Remington James? He's up 4 spots trying to grab more as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, a little bit of slide up the track. Contact as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. BK going to be okay as they head through 3 and 4. Here comes Lovelace to the outside of Cherry. He's going to try to get the spot down the front straightaway. Cherry holds strong down low. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, Lovelace pushes up too high, not able to take advantage. Cherry holding strong down on the bottom. We got a battle for the lead. Here comes Moody looking up underneath Bowers. Can't get it to stick. Has to get back in line. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be Bowers in the 00B leading the way. Landon Moody in second. Aaron Raymond in third. BK in fourth. Cherry in fifth. But Lovelace trying to get up underneath out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, looking for turn number 1 and 2. He's going to lose a little bit of ground. Remington James starting to come up in the picture, and don't count out Quinton. Quinton is new to this. He's been picking up the pace each and every week in that number 11 machine. We'll see if he's able to grab some spots and get himself up into the top 5 before that of this one. So lap traffic could be very crazy here tonight right now. Oh, Lovelace goes around. We're going to go ahead and throw the caution flag for that one. Oh. Well, I tried to throw it for him. Let's see what happened there. He just lost it. He just lost it. I did throw the caution for him. We'll see if he makes it back out. As Bowers is our leader in that 00. Landon Moody in second. So this is really the championship run right here. Bowers is a few races behind Moody, but we do have 3 drop weeks in this dirt ARCA series. So the ARCA Clay Clash. So Bowers with the drop weeks is very close to where Moody is for this championship. He's got to run each and every week. He's got to hope that he has a clean race each and every week and have an opportunity here tonight to take the win and maximize his points to close the gap between him and Moody as they come out of turn number 2. We are looking for that green flag this time by. Looking for the green flag as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Green flag is out. Kurt, thank you for the share. Appreciate that. Moody able to hold strong on the outside. If he can keep it up there, he's not going to keep it up there. They're going to go 3 wide for second. 3 wide at Kern. Down the front straightaway. Back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Raymond's not liking that. He's going to shove it in deep. Gets in front of BK. Side by side with Moody. They door down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Lap traffic up ahead. Oh, no. They're going to try and save it. They do. Out of turn number 4. Oh, big contact. They kept it green. They kept it straight as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, more contact here. Oh, this is getting messy at the back. They all fall to the back, but able to keep it straight as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, man, they're still struggling. Oh, there it is. We're going to go ahead and throw it for that. That was the world's longest wreck. You guys just ran out of room. That was just hard racing, guys.
Hey, can anyone give me a black clear?
All right, we're going to go back up here to the front where this all started. So they're going to come out the corner here. They're going to be 3 wide, and there's not a whole lot of room.
Keelan, both of your front tires are pointing in the opposite direction.
Oh, they just kind of lean on each other, and yeah, that's just a little bit of bumper tag. So not a whole lot anybody can do there. Everybody ends up straightening it out. It just continues for a while here.
You see the opening right there in 1?
I feel like they're trying to fix each other. That was wild. Oh, that was wild. All right. Oh, poor Brayton's going to get the worst of that one. Gets turned around. We are looking for the green flag this time by as they come down the back straightaway. It is going to be 2 by 2 into turn number 3 and 4. Weed Whacker, thank you for the follow as the green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Moody's going to hold strong on the outside. That is what he needed to do. Bauer's going to try to clear him, but can't quite do it. Pushes him all the way up the track. Little bit of contact. Drag races. Jacob's going to get spin down onto the inside. Down into turn number 3 and 4. A little bit of contact. Hunter, thank you for the follow as Moody goes to the point. New race leader into turn number 1 and 2. So Moody to the point. Bauer's going to give him a little tap there. Oh, they straighten him out, and the whole field is there. Oh, Kenny's going to get turned around. Caution flag should be out.
I did not mean to do that.
All right, so it sounds like a lot happened. Let's go take a look and see what happened in the back. Oh, he jumped the berm. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, that's what happened there. Let's go take a look and see. There was so much that just happened there. Oh, Moody sideways. Just a lot of contact, and Kenny's going to get the worst of that one. Gets turned around. I don't even know how to break that one down. So Bowers is going to get into the back of Moody here. It's really what's going to start it there. Moody's going to get sideways. Cherry's going to straighten him out, and then just a big stack up behind him as they beat and bang. Yellow flag is out. Just hard racing up at the front. But I'll tell you what, Landon Moody with the lead. Welcome to Kern for sure. We're going to do, we got a couple tight tracks. Next week is Weedsport, I believe. So that'll be a good one for Remington anyway. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway. Going to be Bowers to the bumper of Moody as they head into turn number 1 and 2. 3 wide for second for a second there. Raymond's going to fall back as Cherry. Oh my God, big wreck down the back straightaway. Caution flag comes out. Massive wreck down the back straightaway. Holy cow. Holy cow. Let's go take another look at this one. They just kind of... Oh, he clipped the wall. Oh, my God. All right, let's take a little bit closer look at this. Watch this wreck. Watch the... He tries to sneak it up on the top side of Cherry there.
How the
Clips
fuck is the 16 getting his spot back?
Right. Tell me about it.
Oh.
I don't think we completed our lap.
Yo, what's up, Official Smiles? Yeah, next season I might have somebody help do with race control, but right now we're just going with whatever iRacing does. I had to throw the yellow for that one because I thought that was going to be a whole lot worse than what it was. That was actually kind of impressive.
All I saw was the underneath of him.
Looking for the green flag this time by as they come out of turn at number 2. Yeah, you just clipped that wall. Green flag is out. Chicken Stars, thank you for the follow. Green flag is out. Moody and Bowers going to be side by side into turn number 1 and 2. Bowers going to dig up on the high side, able to stay side by side with Moody. That's what cost Bowers the lead. Bowers is going to try to do it back to Moody as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, it's going to be Bowers at the line as they head into turn number 1 and 2. 2 by 2 down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Back to the point is going to be Ethan Bowers. Battle for that number 3 spot. Contact as they come out of turn number 4. Here comes Brayton. He's going to take it in the middle. 3 wide down the front straightaway. Down into turn number 1 and 2. 11 of Quinton starting to pick up some speed here. I told you, watch out for him. He's in 6th right now as they're 3 wide again as Brayton takes it to the top side and takes that number 3 spot. What a move by the 28K. Oh, they're going to grab the wall. The 16 going to grab the wall again. That's going to cost them a whole lot more spots as they come through turn number 1 and 2. Back up to the front. Moody's going to continue to try to chase down Bowers. Bowers up on the top side out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Ethan Bowers continues to lead and now starting to pull away from Moody. Battle's going to be for the number 3 spot as Cherry down on the bottom side trying to find his way around that number 28. Gets back in line as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, the 45 sideways. Keith sideways as it looks like Raymond's going to make his way around. Another one slowly creeping forward and starting to find a little bit more speed. It's the number 6 of Jonathan Burt. This track, I told him it wasn't going to be the easiest track for him. Oh, these are a freaking blast. I have a whole dirt series with them, Josh. You should run. Out front, Bowers leads the way. Moody in 2nd. We're doing Weedsport next week. Brayton in that number 3 spot. Cherry in 4th. Johnson in 5th. Going to be Raymond in that number 6 spot. Chandler in 7th as the yellow flag comes out here once again. Looks like Cameron Jacobs and Remington James might have some issues. Remington is not having any fun tonight. Oh, he just got sideways and then Remington. Oh, my God. Oh, Remington's going to hate the number 55 tonight. All right, so caution flag out once again as Bowers continues to lead the field. We are just past the halfway point. Moody, did you just hit the wall? We're going to back that up. Did Moody just hit the wall all on his own? Pacing?
Wow. I got put to the back.
How'd you get put to the back?
Because the 55 acted like he was going to reverse down, and I swerved and spun out, and it sent me to the tail, I guess.
That's wild. Next season, we'll do some tweaks. I just don't want to change it mid-season. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Bowers going to lead the way. Landon Moody in second as they come out of turn number 4. Moody's going to get in line. They're going to be side by side for that number 3 spot. I'll tell you what, Cherry's been impressive as Moody almost clears Bowers on the slider out of turn number 2. Down into 3 and 4. Here comes the slide from Moody up the track. Bowers going to fill that void out of turn number 4 and keep the lead that time by. Moody tries to hang as they head into 1 and 2. A little bit of contact between those guys as it looks like Cherry gets that number 3 spot. Quentin Johnson back to 4th. Aaron has made his way back up into the top 5. We've seen Brayton drive through the field a few times here tonight. Can he do it one more time to get himself back up into a podium as Moody goes for the move on Bowers, not able to complete it out of turn number 2. Anybody that gets in, it's open hosted. It's under ARCA Clay Clash. First 24 cars to make it in every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time have the opportunity to run. Manning, thank you for the share. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, going to be Bowers leading the way. Moody in second, Quentin in third, Cherry in 4th. Oh, Aaron's going to have issues. He goes around, no caution flag. Back up to the front. Bowers going to lead the way. Moody in second. Quentin in third. Cherry 4th. Brayton's trying to make his way up further, trying to find his way around Cherry. You got to wonder how beat up that car's been as it has gone around a few times and had to make his way up through the field. Is that thing handling the way he wants? As Quentin Johnson sits in that number 3 spot looking for a podium here tonight. Lots of body work needed after this one for sure. Bowers continues to lead. We got a nice little green flag run here as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway is going to be 15 to go when they hit the line this time by. Moody is not gaining ground on the 00B of Ethan Bowers as they come across the line. 15 laps to go. 15 laps to go back to that number 4 position. It's going to be BK up to 4th in the 28K as they come out of turn number 2. Oh, clipped the wall a little bit there. Able to keep it straight as they head into 3 and 4. All right, so BK almost back up to where he was before that last caution, trying to work the number 11 now. I'll tell you what, he's got more practice passing cars tonight. If he gets a late caution and gets to race Bowers and Moody, those guys might need to watch out. He has had to make every lane work on this track tonight, and he's got more time than anyone else doing it. Quentin's going to get a little too sideways in turn number 1 and 2, running the slick line, but able to make it work as they come down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. The guys up front are running about 0.3 of a second faster than this group as they come out of turn number 4. Bowers continues to pull away from Moody. Moody not able to do anything with it as Bowers trying to maximize his points here tonight. Quentin in that number 3 spot trying to hold on to a podium, but BK trying to reel him in as they come out of turn number 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2. BK up the track, almost into the door. Quentin's going to stay in the gas out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, here comes Cherry. Cherry wants a piece of the action. BK has to get on the binders. That's going to cost him. Here comes Cherry down low. BK got on the binders not to hit the 11. That might cost him a spot unless he can get that top side to work out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for 3 and 4. Down into turn at number 3 and 4. It's going to be side by side. Quentin's going to continue to lead this battle in the number 3 spot. BK comes out back in the number 3 position. Now goes back to work on that number 11 as they come out of turn number 2. Great battle up here. Bowers continues to extend his lead. We're going to stay right here with this battle. Oh, contact as Quentin gets a little sideways there, has to back it up, and BK nowhere to go. Gets into the back bumper. 8 laps to go. 8 laps to go as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes BK. Little bit of contact. He gets on the brakes to not spin the 11. 11 sideways. Too much gas out of turn number 4. Down into 1 and 2. BK slides it in. Makes contact. More contact with Cherry. Big save out of BK. That's going to move Cherry up into the number 4 spot as they come out of turn number 2. BK's a lot nicer than I am. I probably would have moved to 11 at that point, but good for him for not doing it as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Sorry, 1 and 2. It is 4. It is going to be 5 laps to go when they come across the line. So Burt has finally gone 1 lap down. Bowers continues to lead. Moody trying to reel him back in. Lap traffic up ahead could play a factor here with 5 laps to go. They are running a bit faster than the rest of the field. Back up to this battle. Here comes Cherry. Cherry might not be as nice as BK as they come out of turn number 4 with 4 laps to go. Through turn number 1 and 2, Cherry tries to go to the outside. Too much throttle. Gets sideways out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Bowers gets 3 laps to go as he comes across the line. We're keeping an eye on this battle as Bowers continues to extend his lead. Here comes Cherry. Cherry lets Quentin know he's there as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway through turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be 2 to go at the line. 2 laps to go for the field. Battle's going to be for third. 1.1 seconds between first and second. Bowers has no one in front of him. He's going to get the white flag. 1 lap to go as Bowers comes across the line. Back to the battle for that number 3 spot as lap traffic has come up and Quentin is falling back to 5th. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Side by side, no, with the lap car. He's going to keep it out there as Bowers comes out of turn number 4. Takes the win here tonight. Landon Moody in second. Here's the battle for third. BK not able to get there. Cherry's going to take that number 3 spot. BK third. Raymond in 4th. Chandler in, Raymond in 5th. Chandler in 6th. Quentin Johnson in 7th. Kenny Storks in 8th. Burt is 9th. And Cameron Jacobs in that number 10 spot. Let's go ahead and take a look at those results, and we'll bring in those top 3. And then, hey, I got a truck race I'm going to go run. All right, it's going to be Ethan Bowers with the win here tonight. Landon Moody in second. Cherry in third. Going to be BK in that number 4 spot. Aaron Raymond in 5th. Keith Chandler in 6th. Going to be Quentin Johnson in the number 7 spot. Did Quentin? Oh, Quentin must have had another issue. Jonathan Burt in 9th. Going to be Cameron Jacobs in 10th. Remington James in 11th. Keelan Tate in 12th. Clint Sheehan in that number 13 spot. Lovelace in 14th. And the rest of the guys did not grid up, so we're not going to worry about their names. And we are going to bring in whoever we got for that top 3. I know we got 2 of them in here. Let's go ahead and bring them in. Well, definitely a wild one here tonight. The track was racy, but it was really tight. We've seen some of that with the contact. Sometimes we've seen 3 wide. I think this one's going to be Cherry.
Yes, sir.
What is your first name? Carson. All right. I figured it was different. I'll have to give you the thing for SDK so you can change it if you want. But great run there tonight. Man, you were fast in that 26 here tonight. It was just hard to pass. A lot of elbows up here tonight and able to get in third. And man, you were a contender up front all night long.
Man, you want to talk about elbows up? Me and Brayton, we were sitting in our other Discord call, and we're talking, and he said, "Man, this is gonna be real hard for us." And I was like, "Dude, come on, we start, I think bumper to bumper." And he said, "Yeah, but it's gonna be elbows up." And as soon as he said elbows up, I was like, "Oh, crap! All right, let me change my Spotify song."
It was good hard racing up the front. Brayton, Quentin giving you guys a good battle up there. We had a couple. Remington was up there for a little bit. He had a bad night. But all the guys up front running pretty hard. Aaron Raymond, just good hard racing out there. It was hard to pass. You guys even made it 3 wide a few times. You got to tell me about that. When you seen those stack ups, you guys end up 3 wide. I mean, how hairy was that for you in the car?
Oh, dude, so I can't see out like past my right side window, and I saw Brayton shoot a gap off the front straightaway, and he told me, "Hey, I'm 3 wide. We're 3 wide." And I was like, "All right." And I lifted and I moved down the straight. I moved down the track for him, and I clipped the berm on the inside going into 1, and I kind of like shot up a little bit, and I got into him. And after that, I kind of felt bad because it knocked him back a couple spots, but even down the back straightaway, whenever that dude smacked the back of the wall,
Yeah, that was
I
wild.
had no idea he was there. I had no idea he was there. My spotter told me I was clear, so I moved up.
Yeah, he just clipped that wall is what he did. I don't think it was anything you did. He just barely clipped it. He was on the throttle. The back end was out. But man, fantastic race tonight. Honestly, there were some wrecks, but it was a lot of fun to watch. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Man, first of all, I want to thank my mom and dad. Without them, I don't think I'd ever be here. I wouldn't be in racing at all. Second, I want to give a big shout out to Mitch Maynard. He's my brother. Absolutely love him. And I want to shout out our website, tfgracing.com. We host multiple different events. It's just, if you want a fun time and put racing, if you want to put fun back into racing, that's the spot you want to go to. You can register for our Sport Compact series we got coming up. I also want to give a shout out to John Quill. Even though he may not be watching, he's always taking a chance on me. And just everybody who came in and watched, and I want to give a thank you to you because you didn't have to come out here and stream it for him.
Well, great race here tonight. Mitch is a name I haven't heard in a minute. I know he used to help Peter out a lot, but hopefully he's doing good. But good race here tonight, and hopefully I see you next week at Weedsport.
Yes, sir. Safe.
Landon Moody. You got to feel so good about it when Ethan Bowers doesn't show up, but here you are, second place here tonight. He just had another gear tonight.
Yeah, and that track was very challenging. It had its definitely had its challenges. Other than that, it was a fun race. I mean, I knew Ethan was gonna be tough. I mean, if you look at the qualifying times, you see how close it was. I mean, that was only going to show you probably the outcome of the race essentially.
Yeah.
But I mean, other than that, it was still I mean, by the way the heat races looked, and I definitely, when that bottom went away, it just that's all kind of figured the top's gonna be the way to go. 1 and 2, it had that typical slider line. It was same instance we had last season with it essentially. So I mean, the track basically didn't do anything different there. But I feel like the middle in 3 and 4 you can make it work a little bit. Middle 1 and 2 was a little tricky. You really had to be really good about throwing the slider in 1 and 2 to make it work. But just wasn't able to get it right tonight. But second place is not bad considering.
Bill Dozer, thank you for the follow. Yeah, second place, pretty good. Not too shabby. You got to keep it close. This was really elbows up racing. I wouldn't call it bad racing, but it was definitely physical. I mean, short, tight track. I mean, I don't think you could have expected anything different. And I think even people trying to straighten each other out when they made contact.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, that's what this kind of track produces, and I mean, it's a little boring. You have to get up on the wheel and drive it for sure, but it's a good little track though. I mean, if it gets to a certain point, it can get really good if you can stay green for long enough, and it's actually really good racing.
Yeah, that last run was pretty good. So great run here tonight. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, I want to thank you for putting on this deal every week. Been fun. Hopefully we can get a good run at Weedsport. All the guys at 3D Racing, Justin or Sim Sports, Precision 3D Prints and Design. Good job to Ethan on the win, and all the friends and family watching.
And John's mom.
And John's mom.
Ethan Bowers, you taking all those bonus points here tonight. You're going to make it a challenge for Moody if you keep coming every week. Good race there, but Moody definitely, none of these guys really made it easy, but Moody took the lead away from you at one point. You had to be pretty nervous.
I mean, I was just kicking myself in the foot there because I jumped the berm on the restart. That's what kind of got him to the outside and took the lead. So I was like, I'm gonna just be patient and kind of restart. And I timed it perfect, got to the outside, and how's that?
You know, restarts is something I definitely wanted to talk about with you tonight. I mean, you those restarts were so important. It looked like if you started a little bit too soon in the middle of 3 and 4, it was really hard to get that car to rotate the way you wanted to out of the corner, and gave that outside car a little bit of an advantage.
Oh yeah, I timed the restart when Landon started, and I timed it perfect, and I just jumped to the outside, and yeah, the restarts is the key because the bottom is not good on restarts.
I might have to do lane choices next season, but you know, we live and we learn.
Oh yeah.
You wish you were racing like you were
Hey,
on a slideshow. What do you mean? Oh,
About
go ahead.
I about gave Landon the fender back.
Well, you guys had that big stack up at one point, and everybody
I think
kind
it
of.
was neck coat because I was letting off the gas.
It's so hard, and these cars are so on edge here. But amazing run here tonight. Hopefully, we see you the rest of the season. You maximize your points here tonight. You're going to make it super close for this points battle. Hopefully, we can expect to see you back. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
I'll be back. Wii Sports is probably one of my favorite. I like Wii Sports, so that's gonna be a fun track. Just if I can stay off the damn pillow and not go to sleep, I'll be alright. But I want to thank Carolina Sin Sports, Man's Grading Company, Place Remodeling, Track Racer, Moser Racing, JTM Automotive, Mom, Dad, you for putting it on, Landon for racing me clean, even though I about spun them out. So yeah. And what else we got on the car? Bowers and Sons. Everybody really helps on the car. My girlfriend does. Everybody really just helps on the car. And yeah, haven't been on iRace in a minute, so we'll take a win.
So Chandler said something about low frames. How were your frames tonight? Because I did do it as a night race.
We had that frame issue there at the end.
Shit.
Yeah.
Both of us.
I was hating on for dear life. We was living on a prayer.
Remington says, lucky Moody took me. All right, have Bowers. I think Remington's challenging you at Weed Sport next week. He likes Weed Sport.
He'll be alright. He'll be in the right.
I like Wii Sport.
Next week should be a good one. Next one, I mean,
Yeah, it should
Weed
be.
Sport wasn't bad last time. Just a little bit of indirect contact, but next week should be a good one. So appreciate you guys. Me and Lint Moody got another race to go, and I'm going to go ahead and close down the stream, and I will be back with you guys in a few.
10-4. Thank you, James.
All right, great run for these guys here tonight. Bowers showing up is always good. Yeah, definitely. It makes it interesting. But I'll tell you what, Remington's got some speed. Brayton's got a ton of speed. And we got a bunch of guys starting to pick it up. You even had a good run. So thanks for coming out, everybody. Appreciate all you guys. Hopefully next week at Weedsport, we got a little bit more room. And it should be an interesting one. So, guys, as always, until next week, or until tomorrow, because we got wide open on Thursdays. Until next time, be safe and have a good night.